Good afternoon, students. So today we will be discussing regarding critical path method, how to solve the problems. So before going to critical path method, so first we will be trying to understand how to build the network diagram. Okay. Before going to critical path method to find the critical path method, we will be trying to analyze the network diagram. Okay. The first question in the network diagram, draw a network diagram for the following. The first point is given activity B and C follows A. Second point is given as activity D follows B. Okay. The third point is given as activity E follows C, and last point is given as activity D and E is the precedence of F. Is it fine? So this is a question he has given. So as we know that whenever you mention a circle, this is called as event. Whenever you show with respect to the arrow mark, this is called as activity. Okay, event, and this is called as event and this is called as activity. And this, whenever you start, the activity is called as head. It is called as head, and the end is called as tail. You should remember this, head and tail. So now we will try to draw a network diagram. So write down network diagram. Now I should construct the network diagram for this problem statement. So now we will start with respect to the first point, activity B and C follows A. Okay, so this indicates, always you should remember, that B activity and C activity should follow the activity A. Is it fine? So first we will start with respect to the event. Draw a circle, and this is the starting point of the project. Is it fine? So this is the starting point of the project. Now, see, as we know, so we should start with respect to A activity, right? So as I told you, this is what? This is called as event. And we should start with respect to A activity. So this is called as activity A. Is it fine? So always you should remember, this will be A will be predecessor of activity B and C. So what is the meaning of that? So if A activity is completed, so then only we can move to the activity B and C. See now, if the activity 1 is completed, so that indicates the first event is completed. So then we should move on to the second event. Is it fine? So now, see, according to the question, what is told, B and C follows A. So now, we should mention, activity B and activity C follows activity A. See, I am showing now. See, this is activity B, and this will be activity C. Is it fine? Now, with respect to the activity A, the activity A is called as the precedence, and activity will be activity B, will be called as successor. okay, is called as successor. So always you should remember, okay. So this indicates once the activity A is completed, so then we can move to the activity B. Similarly, once the activity A is completed, then only we can move to the activity C. So now, according to if B is the successor, then A will become the preceders. Okay. So now we will go to the next point. So what is given? Activity D follows B. So where is B? B is here. Then what is telling? Activity D follows B. Now you draw a event that activity is, once the activity is completed, so that indicates you should, so that event is completed. Now activity D follows B. Is it fine? So this is called as D, the activity. Now if D is the successor, then B will become the preceders. So remember this. Is it fine? Once the activity B is completed, next we should go for D activity. So now D is called a successor and B is called as the preceders. Okay. So next we will move to the next another 2 points. What is given? See, activity E follows C. So where is C? C is here. Is it fine? C is here. Okay, it's telling E should follow C. Is it fine? So E, which I am mentioning this activity here, should be followed C. Next, the last condition what is given, activity D and D is the preceders of F. That indicates the activity D and D, okay, should be preceders of the F activity. So remember this. So now we can draw, once the D activity is finished, okay, we can draw the event. Now according to the last point, you can see this activity E follows C and activity D and D is the preceders of F. Where is D? So D is here. Now what is telling, D and D should be the preceders of F. So now what I should do, I should join the head of the activity E, okay, and tail, okay, I should show the arrow mark to the event which is completed of D. Is it fine? Now see here, now it's very simple. See, D and D, okay, is the preceders of the F. So this will be your F activity. Is it fine? So this is the end point of the project. So this is called as the network diagram, okay, for this question. Now to analyze, okay, to analyze the activity, okay, so there is a method called, there is a rule called right here, it's called as Fulkerson rule. Okay, it's called as Fulkerson rule. Okay, again I am mentioning, it's called as Fulkerson rule. So according to this rule, so what we will do, okay, we will name the numbers for the events. Okay, actually this Fulkerson rule is required for naming the events. Example, the starting point of the project the event will be 1. See, once the activity is completed, A activity is completed, then okay, the event 1, the starting point of the event project is 1, and after the ending of activity it will become 2. So the Fulkerson, okay, stated to name the events, okay, of the network diagram. Next here, now you can keep the event 3 either once the activity completed C or once the activity completed B. Now I am mentioning 3 for the activity B is completed. So now once the activity B is completed, next I will come for activity C. So now 3 is here and I am mentioning 4. Fourth event is completed once the activity C is completed. Next after this, say 3, 4 and I will mention here 5. So this indicates once the activity is completed, D activity and E activity is completed. So that indicates that the event 5 will be completed. And next is 6. So this indicates At the sixth event, okay, at the sixth event, we will end the project. Is it fine? So this is the network diagram. Okay, this is how we should construct the network diagram for all the problems, okay, in critical path method.